Go ahead and start off the Dairy Goat Show here with the senior showmanship. Three great individuals in here. Go ahead and give them all a round of applause. They all did a great job. Once again, it's just like the dairy show earlier this morning. You know, there's not much quantity, but the quality is here in Gage County, and these three individuals definitely show that here with the senior showmanship. But going to go ahead and start off with this young lady in first with her goat here. She just was overall right away when she got into the ring. She made the most eye contact with me, and her goat led the best of the three. She also, when I went to go in and ask her questions, she knew every question right away without any hesitation. I had asked him what breed she was leading, and then also how much milk production she got from it each day, and she knew that right off the top of her head. Following with the young man here in second, just wasn't quite quick on those questions with what I was asking. I was just looking for a little bit more detailed info, but taking nothing from him away in second. And the young man in third here just wasn't quite quick enough for me on setting up when we were out on the edge. But keep in mind, three very good youth showmen here that could be sorted either which way on any given basis. So I'm going to go ahead with three purple ribbons and first, second, and third. Thank you.
Okay, this is the 11 to 13 intermediate showmanship, and you have two exhibitors.
two really great individuals in here for intermediate showmen. Like I said, just two very handlers with their goats that we could go either way on any given day. Today I felt that the young lady here in first, she was just a little bit quicker with her goat as far as changing side to side when I would circle, and she would also have it set up more correctly, especially when I would walk away to the other side. Taking nothing away from this young man in second, just his goat maybe wouldn't work as well here today. It would just like to come out of the brace and how it was set up. But taking nothing away from these two individuals, really great class of intermediate showmen. 2 purple ribbons for each.
Okay, the winners of that, both Bo and Talon, both received purple ribbons. Intermediate champion was Talon, and reserve champion was Bo Beavers. Now the junior group, and there's just one in here, Jude Beavers.
Well, just a single entry here for our junior showmanship, but a young man who could really stand some good competition going down the road here. This is his 3rd year in the Dairy Goat Project and also does a bucket calf, but a really great individual who I think has a lot of future ahead of him. So congratulations and a purple ribbon on your junior showmanship.
Okay, now we're going to do Pee Wee showmanship. So now we have Pee Wee showmanship. Any individual who is of the Pee Wee age, and we've got one exhibitor in there already, can show a goat. Yeah, we had
Well, give this young lady a hand here. So this will be her first time out in Pee Wee showmanship with showing her goat, and just really ambitious go-getter, and I think you'll have quite the Pee Wee showman for next year. So, okay.
Okay, the next show after we're completed here in the ring starts the breed show, so Alpines be on standby. There should be 4 entries in the Alpine Junior Doe. They would belong to Austin March, Shelby March, Trevin Lang, and Talon Lang. You guys can have those in the arena.
Well, going into our first breed classes here, starting off with the Alpine breed with this young man shown as Alpine. She gives just under a half a gallon of milk a day and is a really good lactation position for right now, and just possesses a good depth of rib and especially that bloom to the rear udder. Just a really good Alpine goat. So purple ribbon here.
The purple goes to Austin March.
Just pull up there, and then because we'll just have a bunch more.
Now we need milkers age 2 to 3 year old, and we have 1 Shelby March.
Another single entry class here, just another Alpine 2-year-old. Just a really nice goat overall. Would like to maybe even up her quarters a bit, maybe just a little lopsided, but other than that, just a really good production goat and a really good single entry. And then a purple ribbon for this one. So.
Okay, that purple is run by Shelby March. Now we need milkers 3 to 4 year old Alpine, and it's Trevin Lang.
Well, another single entry class here, a really good goat who'd be 4 years old and going on her 4th kid here coming up, but a really good tight mammary system that's just welded up into the body frame. You just really like to see those udders like this at this stage for these goats, just the way that they are, and just going to be a really good production for this young man here. So another purple ribbon for this one.
Okay, the purple is won by Trevin Lang. Now we have a 5 and old milker, and that's Talon Lang.
So just another single entry for the 5-year-old Alpine. She's due to kid here sometime soon is the way it looks, but maybe ending the end of her lactation here the way it looks to me. But just a really good 5-year-old. Still, again, would like to even out her rear quarters just a little bit more, but that would come in time when she does freshen in here again. So another purple ribbon for the 5-year-old.
Okay, and that purple is run by Talon Lane. And now we'll have all 4 of the goats from the groups for champion and reserve. After this is chosen, the Nubians will be next. So any Nubians, be at the gate.
For the overall breed for the Alpine here, I selected 2 of these individuals that I pulled out for my Grand in Reserve. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the young man here in first for Supreme Alpine, just with this 3- and 4-year-old class. She just overall has the size and scale to win for the Alpine breed, and then she pairs that also with just a mammary system that's just welded right up underneath the body cavity. Just a lot of promise to this young goat here. Taking nothing away from the young man here in reserve with his 1-year-old. Just a lot of mammary system potential to it. Would like to change up the rump and the rear end on this goat, but as far as production wise, this one has a lot of potential ahead of her. So put a round of applause together for the Alpine class.
Okay, the winner of that was Trevin Lane, and Austin March is second. The next class is Nubians, and we have 2 in that class, 1 3- to 4-year-old and 1 4- to 5. Okay, this is the one exhibitor for the 3- to 4-year-old.
For this Nubian 3 and 4-year-old class, just another single entry, but you really have to appreciate, just like what the young man told me, the way that his Nubians are the overall demeanor of him. He prefers them over the Alpines. I get to talking with him here. But overall, with this goat, maybe one thing I would like to do is maybe even up the quarters just a little bit, but sometimes you're just asking for more than what you can actually get with these. But really nice Nubian here and a single entry class, purple ribbon.
It's a purple ribbon for Austin March. Okay, now the 4 to 5-year-old milker of Austin Marches.
For this Nubian 4-year-old class, just one entry for this young man here. A really nice overall bodied goat. You know, you do like to see the depth of the rib and the stretchiness overall. Once again, would just like to give a little more bloom to that rear udder. But like I said, that all comes in time too with these. And a really nice single entry purple ribbon for a 4-year-old Nubian.
And the purple is won by Austin March. Now you need to pick the champion and reserve champion, Nubian.
Well, two great Nubian goats out here for this young man. He's got his friend helping him lead the second. But I'm going to go ahead with the one that he's leading with his 4-year-old to be your champion, and then followed by the 2-year-old to be your reserve. Just two really nice goats for this young man that he'll be showing in the future here. Thank you.
Okay, and the winner of that was Austin March, reserve and champion. Now we need the Sons. There's 3 entries, 1 in each group. There's 1 under 2, both beavers.
So just a single entry here for the Solon breed, under 2 years old. Just a really nice overall dairy goat. You like the way that it's cut out with the rib structure, her overall cleanliness of head and neck, and showing a lot of potential for this young 2-year-old in her mammary system. You just get to like to see and watch this one get better every year for this young man. Purple ribbon here.
Purple ribbon for Bo Beavers. Next one up is Shelby March, 2 to 3-year-old. We have one entry.
So single entry 2-year-old for this young lady with the Solon breed. She agreed with me there too. I would say to even up her quarters here just a little bit, but overall the frame is really correct on this goat here for her, and just have a lot of potential ahead for this one. So a purple ribbon here for this young lady.
Okay, that was Shelby March with a purple. Now we have one more, a 3 to 4-year-old Jude Beavers.
Well, another 4-year-old single entry class here in the Solon breed. Just kind of tell with this one, I would like to maybe just give it a little bit more bloom to her mammary system, but you can tell, with it being a 4-year-old, she probably is getting a little bit later into her lactation, but let her freshen in again, and then she'll be back to the races for this young man. So another purple ribbon for this one here, single entry.
Okay, Bo Beavers got a purple for that. Now all 3 of them stay in the ring, and the judge will choose grand and reserve song.
For the grand champion Solon breed, I'm going to go ahead with this young lady's 2-year-old. Yep, 2-year-old. Just goes to show the most bloom and most usefulness mammary system of the class. taking nothing away from this young man here in second who's going to be coming in reserve with his 1-year-old. You know, you just give it more time and it's going to get up there as far as with bloom to the mammary system and his overall far size of the goat also. Just a lot of potential for that reserve place. And then taking nothing away from this one here in third, just not enough bloom to her mammary system in order to compete with these other two Sawins. So my grand champion reserve and an honorable mention for the Sawin breed. Thank you.
Grand champion was Shelby, reserve was Bo, and third place was Jude Beavers. Now, Oberhasses, first class, there's 3. Bo Beavers has 2, Jude Beavers has 1. These are the 12 to 18 months. The Sawins, they can come into the ring. We've got 2 of the 3 in the ring. And here comes the third one, the final. This is the class, Judge.
Okay, we have 3 entries here in this Oberhasse class, and I'm just going to go ahead with this young man here to my far left to lead out here in first place. Just the overall depth of body of his goat that catches my eye, and then the feet and legs that it walks on as far as what sorts it to the top of its class. Taking nothing away from the one here in second, I just believe that just the overall depth of body is what's going to put it under the first place one. And then the young man here in third, just not enough body mass in order to compete with the rest of the class here today, but taking nothing away from him here coming in third place. And we're going to go ahead with purple, blue, and blue. So thank you.
Okay, the next class is Overhussies age 3 to 4. We have 2 in that class, Austin March and Shelby March.
Two entries here to start off this Oberhassi 2-year-old class. I'm going to go ahead with this young man here in first, just exhibiting more overall bloom to the rear udder and mammary system of his goat there, just the height of that rear udder. Taking nothing away from the second one here in second place. Just as far as structure-wise, first place just puts it together just a little bit more and puts all the pieces together a little easier. So a purple and then a blue here for this Oberhassi 2-year-old class.
Okay, the winner of that class was Austin with the purple and Shelby with the blue. Now we need dry does, age 2 and older, and there's 2 exhibits. Jude Beavers has both.
We have 2 great entries here in this dry Oberhassi class. I went ahead with this young man here far to my left. Just has the overall bigger bodied goat of the class, just the overall size and structure, just a more eye appeal to it. Taking nothing away from the young man here in second. A very correct goat and with all the attributes to it, but just would like to see a little bit more to it, and that will come as time goes on with it only being a 2-year-old. So go with a purple and then a blue for this dry Oberhassi class.
Okay, and the winner of that class was Jude Beavers with the purple and Jude Beavers with the blue. Now we have 1 entry for daughter and dam, and that's Jude Beavers. Jude has a daughter dam that needs to be in.
Well, just a single entry here for the daughter dam class. You can definitely tell that they're following in each other's footsteps, and this younger one here has plenty of potential here ahead of it. But going to be a really good project for both of these young men here. So purple ribbon for these two.
Right. Okay, so we need all, hey, Carol, so you're ready for champion? Oh, that's right. We do need to have the grades come in, and we have one entry there, 2 to 3, and that's Shelby. Then we'll pick overall. Go ahead. Yes.
That daughter dam. So for my Grand and Reserve Oberhausen, I'm going to go ahead with this 2-year-old for your Grand for your first place. Just the overall cleanliness of the body towards the front end, the depth of the rib, and also that plenty of bloom to the rear udder. Taking nothing away from this one here in second. This one's a 4-year-old. Yep, with this 4-year-old Oberhausen. Just showed a lot of potential here, but really good quality throughout this Oberhausen class. And going to go ahead with the first and then second here.
And the Reserve and Grand were won by Austin March and Reserve Bo Beavers. Now we have one grade goat that needs to come in, recorded grade. Okay, Judge, this is your class for recorded grades.
So for this single entry gray here, just a 2-year-old, just really good potential here for this young lady. Just a really good goat that's going to be prosperous for her in the future once it does freshen in and get her some more offspring. So a purple ribbon here for this single entry gray. Then I was also told to go ahead and pick a champion reserve, so this will be your champion gray then also. So thank you.
Okay, now if everybody who's had a class judged, we'll start with the Alpines. I need Trevin and Austin's out.
Go ahead and give all these exhibitors a round of applause here. Really good quality overall here throughout the Dairy Goat Show. One of those things to where, you know, I'm more partial towards judging dairy cattle, but as it goes both ways, we've got a lot of similarities that we both look for when judging the cattle aspect and also the dairy goats. So I'm using most of my knowledge off of that to do this here, but going to go ahead and start off with the grand champion dairy goat here with this young man here in the middle with his what breed? Oberhassi, yep, with his Oberhassi. So go ahead and lead out. Just overall, just like the eye appeal to this one, just with the overall frame and then also the mammary system. You know, just a very well high, tight, upkept, and it's also evenly quartered. Then I'm going to follow with reserve with this young man here with his 4-year-old Alpine. Taking nothing away from it, just a really nice uphill run, the depth of body, then also a very correct mammary system on it. And then I always pick an honorable mention here too, but I'm going to go ahead with this young man's here, taking nothing away from him, but just let it freshen in again, and he's going to have one heck of a goat for him. So thank you.
Okay, and the overall grand champion was shown by Austin March, and the reserve grand champion by Trevin Lang. Trevor. And that concludes the goat show. Thank you.